in Brazil. The first thing that I said to my top laner is when I saw him watching like some gameplay of Fiora. By the way, do you actually play Fiora? Because like Fiora was the most OP thing ever, in my opinion. And I just asked him twice if he wants to play it. I gave him 2 days to pick it up, and he picked it up. And that was all inspired by that game, because I watched it before going to take my flight. And I was actually not really impressed by Acorn's Fiora, but I was actually more impressed with POL's play. Like stealing him the show was much more was a better experience than ever. Like, oh. So that's really amazing, like extremely good. So it's very good. So like this game was in terms of learning experience for me, how good actually the new Fiora was in 5.15, because I was having my doubts, because like, you know, the damage was good, but I still had some doubts on how to put it in pro play, because like having an OP pick for solo queue like Fiora was, and the pro play is always kind of doubtful. But this game was a game where I learned, alright, Fiora is actually extremely OP right now. Everybody should have picked it up, because you can actually win every lane with it. And this was the game that actually taught me this. And what's interesting is actually they play a like more protected Kog'Maw comp already. Like they're playing a good combination, because you want the Lulu for the Fiora as well as for the Kog'Maw. So you are already playing like a very good comp, and we have like the very good solo picks for every player here. POL comfort pick is Braum, Imps comfort pick is Kog'Maw, Godv's comfort pick is Lulu, TVQ's comfort pick is Lee Sin, and Acor is bringing out the new stuff. So yeah, EDG won last game, and we have a very good team comp as well by Quadju, more oriented on the sole pick of doing B on the Azir, that should be like doing the late game damage, do the pushing. So you want to play waves, you want to hard engage, you want to fight fights and pickoffs that can really initiate very well. They're playing a lot of disengage, so they want actually to play also really well into the siege game. But they also have like the hard engage from the Maokai, and that's really good. So they're trying to be more very versatile, find like the right answer to go for the here for the Kog'Maw, like going for the more Maokai with the Maokai and the severe hard engage onto the Kog'Maw to really pick it off. So that was that's really good. So let's see how they play it out. What, only 4 English? What? What are you talking about? So let's see. Fairly safe start. Maokai will be doing golems. Golems, what I'm saying. The ref camp. So he gets level 2 earlier, so he can lane better and have a slight advantage in the game. So that's very good. Very good. So let's see. So the mid lane should be like Azir will push you in. You are Lulu, you're just gonna farm the wave. Acorn just gave a little help on the camp, so he didn't back teleport, so he's there in time to 1v1 against V. then bot lane should be like also very farmish lane, because actually even though you can actually legit poke the Kog'Maw out, you don't want to trade with him, because actually the trades should be going into Kog'Maw's favor, the longer trades at least, and you want to avoid that at any cost, but you can actually push him in fairly well, so that should be really good for him. So you can farm very, very good, like without any kind of problems. So yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing. What I always say when you're playing against Braum, then that's why Braum is like so strong right now. Not only you have like the slow on your Q that procs your passive, which is the best thing on earth, because you want the passive, because with the passive stun right here, you can see how much damage. Like the exhaust should be a lot earlier in this case, because the damage was already dealt. Look at the health bar. And like TBQ just was there actually for the gank, like they prepared it for the gank, but they actually didn't need it. But it was still fairly good from TNT to not burn any kind of summoners, because he realized there was actually no point for him to burn any summoners. So that was still some kind of good. But still, that's what happens. You get the Braum Q, you die basically. You lose something. And you might lose a lot if you want to say that. And in this case, it's something that shouldn't be happening. That you actually lose that amount, because that was a really good thing. So that was well played by LGD bot lane. And let's see. So what is TBQ trying to do right now? So he will be trying to get some pressure off in any lane, like he was just waiting there for counter gank. He is just gonna stay there because he knows they're going to go for God V, because God V is slow, and he can imagine that soon Swift will be coming up. And I mean, it's a really good gank opportunity for him. So they just saw the Braum, so they might go even for the Braum right there to just apply some damage, and they could try to turn around. But what's the problem? Imp is bot lane farming, which is fine. So it was actually fair, a bit over aggressive from LGD trying to fight when you know they're rotating, even though they didn't have wards, but they knew that the bot lane was miss since they shoved in the lane. So that they still tried to go for anything there was a bit bad, and they shouldn't, of course. But they're getting a lot of wards now. Like they went the first base, and they went like back perfectly, got the wards down that they need. So they will have the wards they need to apply not only pressure on the top lane, so Acorn can actually farm, but also they bought also the wards simply to be able to know when to counter gank on the Gragas. So that's not only both really good, but in general extremely good for LGD to play their game. So they needed actually. Oh, that was really good. Getting the kill down. Good run from God V and TBQ. Because you want that kill assistance on the top lane. And the mid lane is even farm, so they are slightly ahead in gold now. 1k is actually a decent amount. Oh, what's happening? Okay. Guys, what the hell? Okay, my YouTube video simply stopped. Great. Like there was the dive, I guess. So let's continue from here. Yeah, that was the dive. Like they're applying pressure on bot lane and going for the top lane dive, so that's very interesting that they were pushing in here at the bot lane and then they were only going for the dive. So they actually timed that very well and throughout the map, so they apply pressure so they can actually go for the dive there. Hey Sandeko, how you doing? Okay, I guess the VOD was broken there. Alright, so it wasn't YouTube or me, it was simply the VOD. Okay, interesting. So let's see. I'm doing fine as well, man. Just chilling here and watching some good League of Legends action. And learning a few things. Oh damn. That was a good flash. Really good flash. A really good one. Like, for real, really good one. Like, no jokes, good one. Because it saved his ass. With style, actually. Not that bad. So, that was really legit good. So, what I said about EDG last game, like LGD has a ward here, so they know. While QG has a ward there, pink ward there, to simply relieve the bot lane from the dive pressure. So that's really good. That's really smart. So they don't have any other wards, so they might have expired already. I didn't look at where it's at, once here at least. So that's also really good. So they're really putting a lot of pressure on the top side of the map and of course in the deeper jungle, so they know where the Gragas is. Like I said, that's so important when you going to play some kind of split push. And since they coordinated the top action so well to get the dive going or on the map, it's even more important to know where the jungler is. So they're doing this really great. Ooh, that's really good from doing B. Oh man. Doing B is doing really great actually. So I want to know what they are trying to do there. Just like not wanting to show themselves, so they think they backed or something. So that's interesting. Okay, let's see. Again, they timed this really well. Mid lane even, bot lane's pushing. Now they timed the dive plus TP because they have the ward there. The second time already. Which is very interesting. And now, like at the moment I said, like the time to push and the thing here, were already looking to come mid to push. So they were applying like a pressure on all lanes at the same time, which is really good. Like this is how you want to play this kind of game. This is really impressive. Like the coordination it seems a lot, it looks a lot easier than it actually is. Because you need to time things perfectly. And this is really hard. Plus, you're playing against actually decent wave clear, which is on Sivir and Azir, of course. And so that's really great. Really good play by LGD, and QG is not really managing to use what they have appropriately against what LGD is doing. Like they are not managing to keep the pressure up. Like, and they are trying to rotate for farm on a Maokai from V, which I'm not really totally understanding. Because if you just let the Maokai there, sorry, on the top lane to hold it with the Janna, and maybe you are top with the Gragas as well. You can actually simply defend turrets while the Azir pushes the Zero clear spot lane, or is even with the Azir pushing the mid lane after clearing up, and things like that can't happen. Like the fact that they don't know where the viewer is the reason as well. Like you need to take care, because now this was a free kill. Like this was simply a TNT not paying attention, because he went really deep down there, like bot lane, and shouldn't be actually doing that. Oh man, these turrets, man. This TBQ, what the hell, man? Did you see this from POL? Oh my god, that's, you know, like this is simply really well played from him. Okay, watch this. This is so good. Like, okay, this from God V is really good already, actually. Like, both of mid laners are playing this out really great, using their pressure, like knowing when what they can do, when they can do, for how long. And welcome back, Scarlet, by the way. So now it's the time. Like, you're just going here to just hit the goddamn Q, and he doesn't, because he can't. He doesn't have it up, so he just waited, and like TBQ actually just missed. But again, like he forced the pressure. It was a flash E, my friends. It was a flash E. Then POL can get back as well. So, and now what's the case? He's even forcing DCT there. So like POL just took the pressure from 3 players at the same time. Force things onto him. And that's really impressive, because this fight could have been so easy for a QG. Actually, they could have taken it so easy, but POL played it so amazingly well that he forced everything onto him. That's really good. Well, you have actually legit counters to the Fiora. So you can play Olaf into it, you can play Malphite into it, you can play GP into it, you can you can handle with her. Like I think you can simply really abuse her, because like Fiora, you need at least the Hydra to really start doing shit. So basically, if you do anything else, like before she gets to the item and really delays her, you can do really well. Or you get like a strong 1v1 character, which Dar is also a really good counter to her. So yeah, a fairly good amount of picks that you can actually play into her. So now that she got slightly nerfed in the early game, it's even okay, better to play her. But I don't think like she's that high priority ban. You can ban it, but you can simply also try to ban something else from the strat. Like you actually need Lulu to be really good in this strategy. Like playing the pick without the Lulu is just not as good. This seems fine from the game we watched before. Like if you want to set up dives and you have like in Lee's jungle, yeah, sure, why not? Like you can win the early game really well, because the 4 first levels are really good against the lovely pick of Fiora. But again, this is basically it. Because otherwise later really hard. Really, really hard. So. So let's see. Drake pickup. No. Op. Da. Did you see this Azure ultimate? I didn't like it at all. So let's go for it. Let's go for it. So TP comes in. Now like you're trying to go there onto doing B, so that's good. Like the Azure ultimate is like decent but not great. So you're using the Lulu to pop more damage, like delay there. They go into imp. Like PYL is peeling like a god. TCT just, I don't know, like this ultimate just made, in my opinion, everything worse than better. Like by kicking anyone's on onto the team. So I don't think it was really really good. Yeah, like I think the Azir and the general ultimate could have been a lot better. Amigo, já é inglês, meu. But well. Yeah, it was. It was. Like not only positioning but the ultimate was simply weird. Like LGD is playing really good and QG is just letting them play. So yeah, LGD is definitely the best team right now. Like I really want to see them play in SKT and Fnatic. For real, I just want to see them playing these teams. It would be so hype, man. Oh man. I'm so hyped for this matchup, but we're only gonna see one of those. Probably only in the finals. Like I want to see two matchups: SKT, LGD, and SKT Fnatic. So actually, if I want that, I wish like semifinals SKT Fnatic, and then LGD meets with the winner of those in the finals, because it would be so amazing. But actually, the hype would be if Fnatic and SKT play for the second World Championship. This would be the dream. And since we already had like scripted storylines in NA and EU LCS final, so we can script the Worlds Final now as well, Kappa. Glaubst du, dass Fnatic aus der Gruppenphase rauskommen wird? Klar, Nummer 1. It's a crime, just one team and win Worlds. There's so many good teams, yeah, man. No, there are simply enough games for all the hype matchups, man. Hey, man, I love you too. Cringe? Why cringe, man? This would be so hype, man. This would be like, I would be so hyped for that, man. I would be so damn hyped. Hmm. But in general, like the map pressure they are doing is really good. I don't know which T I should put on, team I should put on place one for the Riven skin. SKT or EDG? SKT, man. This is the stream of love. Yeah, man. Join the caravan of love, of love. Ah, amazing team fighting as well. Like, oh man, this will be so hype. This will be so hype. And that's such a good game actually from EDG, from LGD. Oh man, Yono, for real. Oh Yono, oh Yono. That Yono. Guys, this is Yono for you right there. I go SKT first. Yeah, Yono's YOLO, man. Yono's so YOLO. Yono's so YOLO. And this game is just over. Like, they played so well, and now they just can steamroll them. It's amazing. Oh, Yono. You're also on the next level hype train. Okay. I got it. Let's just speed it up a bit more. Aegis is really effective against Cog and Lulu. Yeah, the amount of magic damage that you put out is really high. It's really high. Dann würde Faker keine Ahnung was machen, aber auf jeden Fall kein LoL mehr spielen können. So good, so good. No words actually, no words. Like EDG is just LGD is just really good. Oh man, that's amazing. Well, I actually have some time. So what do you think if I play a game now? Like I actually